when it came time to start thinking about expanding my team and bringing other people on board, I knew that I, of course, needed to be attracting the best talent that I can is really important. And hiring for the right personalities, the right fit is super important. And I also knew that I needed to feel good about the wage that I was offering people. Partly it's from a competitive standpoint. To be able to attract good talent, you need to be able to offer a good wage. But it's also from a place of being socially aware and mindful. And so through the Be Local organization, I had become aware of the living wage organization. It's not something that I had ever heard of sort of in my regular kind of non-local life. And it just planted that seed in my head of this idea of like, oh, what's a living wage? Like I didn't even really understand what that meant. And so I just did some Google searching and just started typing in, fair living wage Calgary, and pretty quickly landed on their website. And the idea with a living wage is they take kind of a basket of, they call it like a basket of goods, and what someone living in Calgary would have to earn to be able to afford this basket of goods. And this includes some form of transportation, food, some sort of modest basic housing requirements. And then they calculate what that minimum hourly wage should look like so that someone can thrive in Calgary. And I've kept an eye on it over the years. And when it came time to hire recently, I went back to the website again and looked, and I was like, oh, okay, it's gone up. No big surprise. I think all of us in Calgary know that cost of living is going up. And so I used that, and I think I rounded up a little more, and I said, okay, so that's my starting hourly wage that I'm guaranteeing that I'll be offering people to come and work with me. And I just thought, okay, that's fair. That's a fair amount of money to be paying people. Obviously, as a small business person, you'll hear everybody say that payroll is sort of the biggest expense that you have. And so spending and making sure that it's sustainable for the business, because if the business can't support that wage, then there's no business. So you need to really look at your numbers, look at what you're charging for your services or the goods that you're selling, and make sure that you have the margin, the space in there to be able to pay your team what they should be getting paid to be able to afford their life here in Calgary. And it's sort of, I don't want to say as simple as that, but in many ways it is kind of as basic as that.